All right, let's get into it. It's the Thursday press conference here at Repco Bathurst 1000, and the Erebus boys are on top and in the middle here, and they're flanked by the 888 guys and Penrite Racing. So lots to cover. Let's start with Brody. Another quick day for the car, and just talk us through how you're feeling at the moment off the back of not just topping both sessions, but almost being comfortable enough to put the cue back on the rack in that first session as well. Looks like a pretty good day so far for Erebus.
Yeah, it's only Thursday, so but yeah, it was good to get D Russ in early in P1 there, and was quite happy with the balance of the car. And it's only Thursday, so there's no real point chasing the car too much today, and there's still a lot of rubber to go down on the track, so it was good to get D Russ in and get some more laps. And then obviously he went out and did an awesome job there in P2. How'd
you find your first ever Gen 3 Camaro laps here, Brody?
Yeah, sort of. You obviously know what to expect. We've been driving these cars now for a while, but yeah, it was sort of interesting going across the top and going through McPhillamy and just not having the aero to hold the cars down over the risers and whatnot. So that was probably a little bit different than I thought it would be. And but yeah, sort of preempted a lot of it. And yeah, the team's done an awesome job with the setup of the car so far. So we'll just see if we can carry it on through.
Nice. Dave, is it another good feeling like Sandown where you know you've definitely got something underneath you to be able to contend this weekend?
Yeah, for sure. Car rolled out really good. Obviously, Brody was happy and sort of said to George on the radio, "Good job, mate. You've rolled out nice." And yeah, it's been good. Cars, without anything to compare to be able to transition into the Gen 3 era and sort of feel the car, as Brody said, you know, little bits here and there where you sort of haven't got that downforce. But yeah, car's been good to drive, and yeah, clearly it's got reasonable pace.
Well done. I'll go to the two Penrite boys. Start with Dave. Just how did the day pan out for you guys? Cars look magnificent and look like there's a bit of speed there that was carried over from Sandown too.
Yeah, the cars look really sexy, I reckon. Real sexy. They look even better on TV. Yeah, it was mega. Yeah, today was pretty good. 2 practice sessions. Normally you have 3 sessions at this track on the Thursday, so I just feel a bit underdone, like haven't done enough laps and got myself up to speed yet. So hopefully tonight my brain will relearn everything and then I can come back swinging tomorrow. Yeah, the session went well, tried a bunch of stuff, found out what not to do. So we'll head in the other direction and find out if we can make some more speed. But the car's very different to drive, soft tyre's very different, gives you different reads, different feel. But yeah, it's tracking along okay.
All right. You topped that session last year, Garth, and you got pretty close again today. The feel for you, pretty comfy in there at the moment?
Well, I finished second, Chad, but I wasn't even anywhere close to topping that session. It was 7/10 first to second, so that's a big chunk of time. But session went reasonably well. The car, we still got a lot of work to do with the car. Car's very, very nervous in the rear. So a lot to do to improve the car overnight, which hopefully we can do. But session went well, as Brody said, just learning the aero effect across the top of the mountain. I actually think the cars have got more grip at the tree and the S's down through the dipper. I think that's the soft tyre working. So just understanding the difference in the tyre compound, how that contributes to the lap time versus the lack of downforce. So a lot to look at tonight.
All right, well done today. Over to the two Red Bull boys. We'll start with Shane here. Just looked like a pretty handsome day for the 888 cars, all 3 towards the pointy end in that last practice session. Just did you get through everything that you guys had planned today?
Yeah, it was a pretty reasonable day, and as the guys have touched on, just trying to learn the cars, less aero, but obviously more tyre grip to try and make up for that. But yeah, just learning about it. We got a bit of speed to find, but yeah, all 3 cars are there or thereabouts, but probably find out tomorrow in the pre-quali session and then quali where we really are.
We heard I see a lot of experience up here for co-drivers, so how good is it to have someone that you can rely on to help tune along the way, given that we're finding these things out every lap?
Yeah, exactly, and Richie's been pretty comfortable and racing at Sandown. He was really fast, just got bottled up a bit because of my bad quali, but he did a race run there, looked pretty strong, and his speed's been good, feedback's good, so yeah, hopefully we keep trying to make the car better and get a little bit closer.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, what do you reckon, Richie, from the driver's seat, particularly getting the car to yourself for a whole hour here? Just was it fun to be able to rag one of these things around the mountain for an hour?
Yeah, the car feels really good, so it's nice to get a feel for it. Obviously, a bit of an unknown, no data to look at prior to today, so yeah, nice to get a feel for it, but still early days, still waiting for a lot of track evolution. So just got to work really hard over the next few days and hopefully have a good race on Sunday.
All right. Thank you, guys. Let's open it up straight to the room.
Afternoon, gents. Looked like a pretty solid day for everybody. This is a question for all of you. GT, you mentioned in an interview I did with you last week, you were talking about how the muscle memory for driving for Bathurst were going to be particularly important, something to be aware of driving a wider car. 150 mil obviously doesn't sound like that much, but there's a couple of left-handers that are particularly important. Just ask Chaz. That could prove tricky with car placement. How did you guys find that? Did you find yourself close? Obviously, nobody hit the wall, thankfully. But did you find yourself closer than you might have expected, or was that obviously something you were well aware of going into it?
Yeah, I was probably a little bit cautious, probably given a bit too much room on both sides. So, every track I've been to this year in the new car, you feel a bit clumsy. The first practice session, you seem to hit curbs at funny angles and run off the track a little bit here and there. But I was really mindful of that because the walls are so unforgiving. So I was just sort of taking my time.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
Any more from the room?
Nothing.
Yeah.
To Garth and to David, the parity change that Ford wanted got knocked back. How do you feel about how competitive you guys will be this weekend in light of that?
Do you want me to have a go?
No.
We're going to hit singles first and then worry about hitting fours and then we can hit sixes, if that makes any reference or sense.
We're going to do...
cricket.
No, that makes no sense.
Good. Perfect.
We're going to do exactly what we did at Sandown and focus on our own performance and focus on making our car as good as it can be and then see what happens on Sunday.
Does the fact that Mustangs were second in each of the sessions today dissuade any concerns that you've had?
It's Thursday. I think, I'll just add to that actually. I think there's a few of a particular brand of car that are running very, very heavy at the moment.
Ooh, that's what I think. That's good thoughts. It's good thoughts.
Let's finish on some fun stuff. Who held it flat through the chase today? Anybody?
Well, we were told not to do it lap one, so it was lap two.
And how did it go?
It was pretty easy.
Okay.
Not too difficult.
What do we have any speed numbers down Conrod?
290 for us, I think.
Okay.
I saw on... That was the video, so I didn't get the data out.
Did you have a crack, Brody? Hold it flat through the chase?
I can't hold it flat. Yeah, lose the rear. So.
Would it do it on green tyres?
Probably.
And the T8 boys, did you have a run at it?
Yeah, I got 291, so a bit of parity there.
I haven't done it flat.
All right, it is just Thursday. Thank you, guys, and might see you tomorrow.
Thanks, everyone.